Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial we are going to make this really cute Christmas tumbler using some of the vinyls from the latest Brittany bundle with Gracefully Created. As most of you know, Gracefully Created and I collaborate on these packs once a month. I choose all of the patterns that work really well with each other, have coordinating colors, and the decals to match them as well. And in this bundle, we actually have 2 full white sheets, which means that these can be placed on top of any color surface, dark or light. And then we have 4 decals that match all of these patterns as well. We do normally release these on the 1st of every month, but we are releasing this one on November 8th due to me being under the weather for quite some time. So they will be released November 8th at gracefullycreatedccd.com, and I'll have all the additional details and website link as well as a discount code for you down below. So let's get started making this tumbler. I'm using a 24-ounce plump from the Steel Magnolia, and we are going in with our COLORFLEX COLORFIX black paint. I gave that 1 coat of paint with my all-over makeup brush. I dried it up with a low heat setting on my heat gun, and then we're going in with our COLORFLEX glitter glue. Once we have our glue spread out really nice and even, I'm going in with Gunmetal from PDB Creative Studio. We're doing 1 solid color on this tumbler. That way our decals really stand out. And this is an absolutely beautiful gray. It's like a blue gray. And after I started applying it to the tumbler, I was really kicking myself for not using this in the past. I mean, this is just, gosh, this color is so pretty. But after I applied my glitter, I knocked off any excess and allowed it to dry for about 2 hours. And then I gave this 2 coats of epoxy. I sanded in between those epoxy layers so my second coat would be nice and smooth so that we can apply our decals. Now these decals do have clear around the actual image. The clear is not going to show, but you do want to make sure that you put it on a glossy surface so that will disappear once you apply your next layer of epoxy. I'm just applying this by using the hinge method, and to do that you just trim off a little piece of the backing away from your decal, line it up, and then press that exposed piece down, and then work off that backing as you're pressing your decal down. And for our leopard spots, I'm just going to trim off a piece from the sheet, and then we're going to do the same thing with it, except instead of putting this more towards the bottom, I'm going to center it on the bottom portion of the tumbler so that we can add a little bit of line work to give this tumbler a little extra something. TeckWrapcraft has come out with some pretty genius vinyl. This is a metallic, however, it is a bubble-free vinyl. This vinyl has little tiny dots on the back side of it that allows air underneath your vinyl to escape. So as you are applying this, there's no way for air to get trapped underneath it and cause a bunch of little tiny bubbles. If you have used some of the metallic vinyls before, you know it's near impossible to get a very smooth application, especially when you're doing a larger space. Here we're just doing the pinstriping, but if we were to do a larger image, there would not be any bubbles underneath this vinyl at all. I'm definitely going to use it on a larger project or a larger image so that you can see how well it really works, but I thought these two colors would just match this tumbler perfectly. So I cut the green strips to 0.08 by 11.5 inches, and our red is cut 0.05 by 11.5 inches. Now, I didn't want the green to like really stand out, so I used the green as an offset for our red and then added on a couple extra red stripes on top of that layer as well. Also, I did want to mention that anytime I use a metallic vinyl, sometimes it tends to lift underneath my epoxy, and this vinyl did not. Even being cut in those teeny tiny little strips, it worked really well without having to seal underneath my final epoxy layers. So once you get all of your vinyl on, we're just going to go in with 2 final layers of epoxy, and this tumbler is complete. This is a super easy design. The colors on it just pop so well, and it's probably going to be one of my favorites that I have made for this holiday season. I'm going to give away one of these bundles on Instagram, so if you're not already following us, head over to IG and follow us at Brittany Barnes Boutique. Again, this bundle will be released on November 8th at gracefullycreatedccd.com, and you can use discount code BBB10 to save 10% off of your bundle. All other materials I have used in this tutorial will be listed down below in the description with some discount codes for you. That is all for today. Thank you all so much, and we will see you next time.